Welcome to the channel, my beautiful butterfly. Beautiful butterflies. So we outside, as you can see. And it's about in the mid 70s. Happy New Year's, if that's something that you celebrate. If this is your new year, Happy New Year. So it is January 1st. It was 40 degrees yesterday morning. Today, it's 73 degrees. And it was sunny, but the sun is hiding behind the clouds right now. But the message is for some beautiful butterflies out there. Because as I was walking in nature and I was breathing and just taking in and grounding, I couldn't hear any messages. And I said, well, maybe there's no message today. And literally, as soon as I said that to myself and I thought that to myself, a butterfly appears. So butterflies should have already migrated. But this was a beautiful butterfly, and it flew back and forth over my head, circling all around me, probably because of my white hoodie, and it has really bright colors on it. So it was probably attracted to my white hoodie, if you want to think about it in a logical way. But what I received from it was a message. And the message is that there always is a message. The butterfly was a reminder that there is a message, and it is time to shine, to be seen, to be you, to be who you are, to really allow yourself to be seen unapologetically. That's the energy of today. That is the energy of today. It is time. And it's very interesting that this is usually the coldest time in the area that I'm in. But we have this warm snap for a day or two, maybe. I don't know. And then a beautiful butterfly shows up when butterflies should have already migrated. The birds are so active right now, and they're so beautiful. It's time to fly. It's time to be seen. It's time to just be you unapologetically. Like, embody you. This is a beautiful space to be in. So the timing is never on our own time. It's winter. There shouldn't be any butterflies really around right now. Yet here they are. And it's 73 degrees outside, but it's supposed to be cold. Yet it's not. That's kind of how life goes. You never really know what you're going to get. We can hope and plan and expect, and historically we can look at the track records and all the history and the weather and the patterns that butterflies migrate. And yet and still, it still happens. The same way scientists are baffled by a bee's flight, or the way sea turtles make it out to the ocean and they get on the current and they disappear for years of their lives. They're not seen. There's a huge gap between where a baby turtle gets into the ocean and when a mature turtle returns to start its own family, to restart the process. There's a gap of many, many years, and scientists can't explain, and they don't know where sea turtles go. There's so many things that happen that we can't really explain, or it happens out of time. The point is that it's time. It's time now. Now is your time to shine, to be seen. So I'm on day 4 of my fast, and overall I feel great. I have lots of energy. I can feel that my body is pushing out toxins. I can feel it happening, and that feels good. So I was in the store today. I went to the grocery store because I wanted to get my items for my first meal. And I'm absolutely going to cook it myself because once upon a time, I was an up-and-coming chef. And your girl can still cook extremely well. So I'm going to cook for myself. I'm going to treat myself to a meal, to my first meal. So I went to the grocery store to get the ingredients that I need. And as I'm walking through the store, I felt so energized. I'm literally bouncing through the store. There's a lot of pep in my step. And the Backstreet Boys song comes on, I Want It That Way. I don't know if that's the name of the song, but that's one of the lines in the song. Tell me why it ain't nothing but... So I was singing. I was almost about to break into my boy band choreography, but I didn't want to hurt him like that. I want to give him the free, full-on show. But I was singing out loud, and it felt good to just be in joy unapologetically. And I didn't stop singing, no matter who walked by me. I really was enjoying myself, and I wasn't afraid to be seen. So don't be afraid to be seen. It's time, you beautiful butterfly. And if you're here, this message is for you. So go on and take that. Take that. So the meal that I'm going to have for my fast, I know in my last video, if you're watching like that, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I really hope that you're receiving something that is encouraging, uplifting, affirming, informative. Something that is positive, that is assisting you on your journey. I hope you're getting that while you're here. So in my last video, I know I said I've been talking about this damn grapefruit. Well, the grapefruits haven't gone bad, and I don't think I'm going to have a grapefruit. But I did this morning squeeze some of the juice from the grapefruit into my water because I was out of lemons and limes, and hey, a grapefruit is the next best thing, right? So I squeezed some of the juice from the grapefruit. I cut off the end, and I squeezed some of the juice into my hot water, and it was great. It was great. So I'm not going to be eating the grapefruit, but I did have a coconut smoothie today, which is just coconut, the meat of the coconut and coconut water blended together, and that's that. So that's what I had today. But I've decided that today I'm just gonna prep the food that I want to have for tomorrow. So even though today is day 4 of my fast, I'm actually gonna not eat my first meal until tomorrow. But I kind of count the coconut smoothie as a meal. So we're counting that. That's my ease-in instead of soup and instead of the grapefruit. So what I decided to do was do kind of a play on a taco salad. And instead of ground beef, I'm going to try my hand at making walnut meat. And in the taco salad, typically it's what's that lettuce? Iceberg lettuce. I'm not a big iceberg lettuce fan. I find it just, I don't know. It's a weird vegetable. It has no real nutritional value. And I don't know, all the crevices, they get all the dirt all in it. I don't know. Hey, I'm kind of weird sometimes, but that's okay. That's a good thing. So instead of the iceberg lettuce, I'm going to do dino kale because I really like dino kale. So I'm going to do dino kale. I'm going to do walnut meat instead of ground beef, and I'm going to season it like with taco type seasonings and everything like that. And then I'm gonna have like green onions, tomatoes, avocado, black beans. So I got the ingredients, and I'm gonna make a macadamia nut sour cream. That should be really fun, right? So today, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be actually prepping the items so that tomorrow when I'm ready to eat, it's just a matter of assembling and putting it all together, and it's gonna be so delicious. If you're interested in how it turns out, if you're interested in a recipe, or I don't really use recipes, I'm a touch and feel, because our fingertips have memory. Our fingertips have memory. And when you grab a spice or when you grab a herb, your body remembers. That's my belief. So I cook mostly from memory, from ancestral memory, from physical memory. So I can write down what I put in things, and I've created many recipes, but typically when I cook, it's not off of a recipe. So if you're interested in anything that I just talked about, and you want to know how I did it or how it turned out, you know, what ingredients I use, just write in the comments. You know, I usually always respond to the comments because I'm so grateful when folks take the time out of their day to post a comment, because guess what? You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to take a second and press the thumbs up button. You ain't got to do none of that. You can just watch and watch and watch and watch and just consume and consume and consume and never actually engage or exchange energy with what you're consuming from. It's a choice. So I'm grateful when people choose to exchange energy with me and engage. It helps the channel for sure, and I'm really grateful for that. And it's an energetic exchange. It's very encouraging when you read comments and people resonate with what you share, or they got something out of it, and they are vulnerable to share what they received from it. It's grateful. I'm grateful. And to honor their contribution, I try to respond as much as possible. So thank you for those who write the comments. So if you're interested in any of the food items that I just spoke about, let me know. I'm not a vegan. I don't classify myself. I don't like boxes. So I really try not to use them as often as possible. I am a fresh food person. Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, as little processed as possible, and as little meat as possible. So I'm transitioning as I go into this coming out of my fast. I'm going to be transitioning into seeing what a whole food, I don't like the word diet, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind. What a whole food regimen will feel like and look like for me. So that's whole fruits, whole vegetables, whole grains, whole fibers. Very little processed items. No meat. But I will be eating salmon because I haven't found something that can give me what a wild caught salmon can give me without having to take supplements and things of that nature. I don't want to take supplements. I want to get it from the earth. So salmon will remain in my regimen, in my diet, in my food program. But I will eliminate as much processed foods as I possibly can. And I was a every now and then a chicken, every now and then a burger kind of person. But I'm going to transition and see what it feels like for me to let those things go. So we'll see. We shall see. So thank you for joining me on this channel. I really hope that you received something from the messages that I shared. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Please like, please comment. And as always, take care.